Yeah, by the way, there's no one else gluten-free in the entire damn store. I would know at this point.
I'm sure.
My brain has this habit of just turning off whenever I go to work. It just doesn't work. I don't think about shit.
I wish mine did that.
I don't think about things that happen at work. I'm usually busy thinking about whatever I read, or whatever media, what I saw movie-wise, stuff like that, but I don't think about conversations with people. It takes me a bit to figure out if something was hinky. That makes any sense. Case in point, I was laughing. This manager has a bad habit of eating another girl's Oreo cookies. And I was like, now I know how she feels. And my brain immediately shifts onto, what else could I leave on this poor man's desk to torture him with? And Andrew's like, oral sex. And he mentions it to me, and my brain I was like, God, no, why? I had another conversation like this. I was sitting back there, he was talking to another woman, another co-manager. He was eating a McDonald's turnover pie. I don't know what kind of pie it was. I don't care. He was like, it was gluten, okay? I don't know who was phone.
The magic of gluten.
So I'm sitting here and he's like, yeah, I love pie. And I'm like, this is a really weird conversation. I'm just politely ignoring everything that's going on as it doesn't pertain to me.
I'm not big on pie, unless it's pumpkin. That's really it.
1 week later, I was like, wait just a damn minute.
Just skipping right over that one, okay?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Did I tell you? I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt. Did I tell you about this girl who's like, she looked like she was a mix between,
You did. I remember this conversation. You're like, ew, it's like peanut butter and chocolate, only it's crunchy peanut butter, not the Reese's kind.
I did not say that.
But that's kind of what you meant.
This chick looked like a mix between, like, she looked like Asian and Hispanic. I said, her pussy's like the Reese's to my dick. It's like the chocolate and peanut butter, like, mixed together. It's perfect.
And my face is just like...
Hey, Isaac thought it was funny. Right?
Oh, Isaac is also a dude, too, okay?
You gotta let me be a dude sometimes. So.
I don't know, Andrew!
Oh.
But yeah, it's like being back in high school and you're listening to your teachers talk about their actual lives. Only it's stuff like, I love pie, and like the next day, the joke of that week was...
I don't know about that. I respected my teachers. Whoops.
Actually, some of my teachers.
Some.
The joke for that week was, what is the study of pastry encrusted foods? And the answer was, pieology. I told him that joke, and he gave me the blankest look, and I was like, okay, that was weird. I thought you would, get that was a reference to what the fuck ever you were talking about. Because I just go looking for shit to write about. I don't care. And then a week goes by, and I was like, wait a minute. That fucking creep. God. Anyway, speaking of dumb shit, we had to do this HR class. We all have to in the store because we're transitioning to the Super Kroger across the street. This HR class is called Connecting with Customers and
Don't spoil it for me.
Connecting with Others. And it's basically a sensitivity class, how to not be a bigoted jackass to people. One of the examples that they gave was Linda, who works in HR, is African American, which I already disagree with that statement. Let's not touch that just yet. She's black, and she calls her boss Marie. And she's like, hey Marie, my computer's messing up, what do I do? Marie is like, call Tim Fan. He's an Oriental, they're real good with computers, you know how that works. And they were like, this is problematic because you don't know if Linda has a half Chinese sister. And I'm like, this is problematic because she called him a fucking rug. Let's start with that. Also, it's... in his face.
Well, when you're right, you're right.
Also, it's problematic because Linda's not a fucking dumbass. She'll be like, wait a minute, this is incredibly racist. If you think he's good at that, do you think I'm good at picking cotton? I'm concerned right now. What the fuck are you doing at the store? Do you think I like fried chicken?
Did we talk about fucking cotton last time we were in the same goddamn area? The little boy picking cotton for free?
Little black boy picking cotton. I was just thinking that. I was like, oh god, no.
This is something I like to call... It's serious. I'm serious when I say this. Like, Just know who you're joking with.
Exactly. Be aware of your surroundings. And if you think that someone might take something the wrong way, don't fucking say it.
Right.
Okay? Be aware. Anyway, so we're taking this bullshit class, and I have obviously not been in school proper since, 2006? College is different. I've not been forced to sit in class since 2006.
Yeah, proper. You're right.
And I have forgotten how bad my ADD really is. So we're sitting in this class, and the HR guy's talking. We've gone through the first 2 hours of this class, and I'm already kind of restless. I go running through the store. I went running and fixed some stuff, Thank you! Thank you! I'm sorry, that just, wow, my face. We're in this bullshit class for 2 hours. When we come back, and I didn't have any paper, I didn't have my computer, I didn't have my knitting. I'm sitting at a table with nothing in front of me. If I'm on my phone, I know he'll throw me out because he's an overly sensitive little shit. No offense to you, HR guy, your class was really good. You have got to provide some sort of stimulation for people like me who have ADD. So I'm sitting here, and he says something really offensive. Not really offensive, it was vaguely offensive. I'm like, this is a cultural sensitivity class, and you're blatantly ignoring an entire sub-community. Good job, fuckface. Also, he's talking about how he's a millennial. How the fuck come did you not know what a meme was? If you're such a cool guy, what's wrong with you? Anyways, so my ADD's flared up hardcore. I should be asleep now. Instead, I'm sitting here in this damn room with these other fuck-ups.
I thought you were talking about right now. I was like, you're playing games?
No. These other fuck-ups, and I'm like, God,
this
why?
fucking jackass wearing his Cowboys t-shirt.
Yeah, he changed from one Cowboys long sleeve shirt into a Cowboys t-shirt. Oh my God. Can you say fanboy loud enough?
I don't give a fuck.
I'm about to say, would you even give remotely a single fuck?
Nope.
Didn't think so.
I got a new sword, and guess what? I can get up here now.
Awesome. But so I'm sitting here, and he's talking about this ideology, how to view a situation, because most people are dumbasses, I guess. This is Kroger.
True.
This is Kroger.
Well,
He was like, there are 3 perspectives that we see frequently. This is it. 20% are the victim. The victim, let's say you're up front and you're all blue lining like good boys and girls. And even he was like, no one does this, but we'll pretend, right?
Okay, I admire that. But,
He was like, let's play along with me, please. He was pretty good. I liked him. But you're blue lining and you see in the dairy case up front, a gallon of milk falls and breaks. Now, a victim would see that milk fall and break and go, oh, this always happens to me. And when there's 40% are survivors, and they're like, well, I guess I could go through and pick up the milk if I have to, right? And then the 20% of the navigators, they're like, I'll go get a broom, or whatever. I don't know. At this point, I completely zoned out. Because every time he said the milk falls, all my brain would do is go, what you say? I swear, my brain just completely broke. And he kept referring back to this stupid fucking story. And every time he would, my brain would short circuit and start imagining various people going for the milk. Take Isaac, the nerd. He would be the victim. He would go, I always knew it ended this way. What you say? As the milk's falling, erupting over his feet.
He'd be kidding, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is all in jest. Especially the last one. But Andrew, of course, is more of a survivor. He'd be like, well, the holy rod. Oh, Jesus. I guess I should... I guess I should go through and get a broom, whatever, you know.
Or find someone. I'd be more like to find someone.
Yeah, I mean, you're running how many check lanes usually again?
6.
Let's be real
See,
here.
that's another problem with this whole fucking analogy, though. It's like, what if it's, like, really busy?
Yeah, exactly. But remember, you're all blue lining. And then,
okay.
Yeah, he did make allowances for that. And so Andrew's going to get the broom and the spill magic. What you say? But then finally the navigator, all I can envision is a certain manager going to save the milk, and he's like, what you say? And he's leaping for it. He's outstretched. He's parallel with the floor. He's going to smash into the floor. He's going to catch the milk, and instead it shatters and goes all over his face.
There's like creamy white stuff all over my face again.
Why is this like last night?
Why does this always happen to me? Oh, then he becomes a victim.
No, so he's like, I chose this path. He's a navigator. I chose this path. Yeah. And this is all my brain can think about for a solid 15 minutes during this fucking meeting. I swear to God.
Oh, boss time. Now when I go through it, that's all I'm going to
I know, I'm going to spread this like wildfire. Whenever they do these classes, they actually send these poor people to a class in order to teach this class, right? They're given a script. So if I can get enough people to think of this song in the middle of that damn class, I can look that HR guy in the face and go, this is a meme, motherfucker. It has infected your class and it will never leave now. Good fucking luck. Because all I can think of is the milk falling in slow-mo. What you say? And like these various people and their reactions. And God, it drove me nuts. I'm trying so hard to be a good girl because I'm planning to wind up working for this asshole at some point. So I need to, pay attention, right? All I can think of is, what you say? Ooh, if you want it that way, well, because it didn't, what you say? Ooh, what did she say? Because it is. I don't know this song very well.
You have a lovely voice.
I have the best voice ever.
Actually,
well, last recording, I managed to scream so high I gave you a headache, so, or sing so high, my bad.
I warned some people about that. I was like, this is when you're watching Symphony Nights.
Trigger warning, if you don't feel well.
In the description, just dog whistle.
There's a dog whistle. It lives in Liz's throat. Good luck with that, kids.
Guess what? I'm a bat now.
Are you Batman? Are you the hero Gotham needs?
No.
That's a good point. You'd actually be decent. Anyways, God, that HR shit.
Batman would beat the shit out of me. Not Alucard, but
no.
me personally.
Oh yeah, dude, Batman took a look at me and be like, bitch please. And I'd be a dead bitch.
No, you wouldn't. Batman didn't kill.
Not literally, just figuratively.
I wish I was dead.
My life would be over. I have Batman who was like, thanks Batman.
He'd be like,
oh God, stop. Jesus Christ.
I was watching part of The Dark Knight last night. Speaking of Batman.
Well.
I got the fairy.
My last thing with the HR guy, he used cis-sexist language, which for anyone who knows me, if you say something offensive, you're like, there are men and women only. I will jump in your goddamn face and be like, no bitch! So I go to this HR guy after the meeting, and Jared's like, Liz, don't do it! And I'm like, no, I have to! And this poor guy's like, oh God, no! And I'm like, look, you used language that wasn't appropriate, and this is what it was. And he shrank within himself and was like, oh God, I'm getting yelled at. This man's older than me. I put things on a shelf for a living. He drives to Louisville to work for headquarters. Why are you deferring to me, child? But anyways, and Jared's over here like, Liz, stop it! And I was like, obviously this is a thing that happens frequently. I call people out on this a lot. Don't be an asshole, okay? Everything else was fine, except for this one thing where you were like, the opposite of male is female. Non-binary people exist too, motherfucker. And that is the story of how I came out to upper management for the first time in my entire life. Because the only people in the store who know I'm non-binary are my fellow employees. Dick Butt does not know, although he probably should at this point, given how many times he's walked in on that damn conversation. On that note, we're going to end this episode.
Fucking
We're out of
my
time.
ass kicked by a book. Alright, now.
Bye, guys.